You probably heard a lot of people say you should do your rotations first or you shouldn't specialize too early in your career. And really, I used to think that too. But actually, what really matters is finding a role that fits you, your values, your interests, and your lifestyle. So in this video, I'll talk you through how to choose the perfect job for you using 4 simple pillars. Mistakes that are commonly made by young graduates and the ones I made, but also where to find these jobs and what to search. So feel free to skip to whichever bit is the most relevant to you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel dedicated to healthcare workers who want to build wealth in life and in their finances without the burnout. Many times I've heard people say to young graduates, do your rotations first, you shouldn't specialize too early. And I think this advice is very outdated now. If you've already developed strong foundation skills, such as knowing how to identify your learning needs, find resources yourself to fill in these knowledge gaps, and manage a caseload under some sort of pressure, within a year or two, if you found what you're passionate about, I think it's perfectly fine to specialize earlier. I do believe that working in such a stressful environment, we're kind of forced to believe that career progression is meaning more responsibilities, more stress, higher banding, and really I used to think that too, but that led me straight to burnout and 2 months off sick. Progress is not always upwards. What I think really matters the most is your learning mindset, not your job title. I know a lot of people who've stayed in Band 6's roles for ages and have built incredible careers by just refining their skills and hitting new pay points in the same banding anyway. Their salary increased without the stress of management and they're perfectly happy. So in healthcare, I like to think of a career built on 4 key pillars. That's clinical, education, leadership, and research. Clinical relates to direct patient care. This is where most of us start. It's hands-on, problem solving, and rewarding, but it can also really be emotionally draining if you don't set boundaries. Education relates to teaching students, delivering training sessions, and supporting preceptorships programs. And if you enjoy developing others, this is probably your preferred pillar. Leadership relates to managing individuals, teams, but also relates to service development, audits, and quality improvement. This pillar is perfect if you like leading change or influencing systems as well. And as for research, that's collecting data, contributing to clinical studies, and using evidence-based practice to improve outcomes. And if you're curious, analytical, this can be incredibly fulfilling for you. And most Band 6 roles are a mix of that, but they're not usually evenly balanced. The key here is to find out which pillar energizes you the most. Before we continue, can you click the like and subscribe buttons down there? It's quick, easy, free, and my channel grows to reach more people. Everyone wins. So now we know what the 4 pillars are, let's dive into how to find the perfect job for you. And we spoke about asking yourself what energizes you the most. When do I feel most motivated at work? For example, is it direct patient contact? Is it developing and delivering projects? What kind of tasks drain me? Is it supervising students or teaching others? If I could design my perfect day, what would it look like? For example, is it 30% clinical, 20% education, and 50% leadership? If you found out that you like more problem solving and patient contact, a clinical heavy role probably suits you more, but if you enjoy guiding others, teaching sessions, then potentially you might want to consider a preceptor or an education focused role. It's really not about what your peers are applying for, but more what aligns to you. The key here is being aware of what you enjoy in your work. On NHS jobs, there's a pool of jobs you can check out, or you can go directly on trust websites. For example, if you know that there's a hospital near you, which would make a short commute as well, then click on Join Us or Professional or the Professional tab and check out the jobs on there. And make sure to check roles across the 4 pillars. So that could be clinical, and you know the prompts for that. So it would be specialist, clinical, orthopedic, for example. Education could be an education lead role, preceptor, preceptorship lead, practice educator. Leadership roles are usually called team leads, deputy something, service manager, or clinical and operational leads. And research could be research nurse or research team something. But let's talk money for a second because it is important. Moving up bands does not always mean less financial stress. And that's because there's more pressure, more responsibilities, and often less flexibility as well. Growing a learning mindset and a diversity of skills and autonomy is likely far more important because as an individual you become a lot more valuable and opportunities will come more naturally. And within each band, The pay goes up every few years anyway, so you do end up with financial growth. And to challenge you, instead of asking what's the next band, start asking yourself what kind of work makes you feel good. If you need help planning your next step, or if you're completely lost, I offer one-to-one coaching services, and that's all remotely, so you don't have to travel anywhere. My aim is to help every single healthcare worker to build wealth in their life and their finances, and without the burnout. If that sounds good, drop me an email at the address below. It takes less than 2 minutes to start your journey. So next time you find jobs that you're thinking to apply for, 1. Go on ChatGPT. 2. Input the 4 pillars we just talked about. 3. Think about your current job and write down what you like, dislike about it. And 4. Upload the job descriptions you found on NHS jobs and ask ChatGPT to match them to the 4 pillars. And 5. Stay open-minded throughout. And let us know in the comment section what you come up with. Is it something that you really didn't think about? Is it something you really didn't expect? Despite this, if you're feeling stuck and you don't know where to go next, then check out my other videos on my channel. I share a lot about the mistakes I made throughout my career so you can avoid them. So really that traditional path is unlikely to ever be the best fit for anyone because it doesn't take into consideration who you are and what you enjoy. If you want a fulfilling career, try not to pursue higher bandings. If you keep a learning mindset, opportunities will come naturally. And also, if you stay within the same banding, your pay goes up anyway. A great idea is to set a yearly reminder to assess your current situation against the 4 pillars. Do they align with what you want, or do you need to start searching for a better match? If this video has helped you rethink your next step, give a like and subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. And if you're wondering, once I'm a band 6, how do I manage well my money? Click on this video here. And on this note, I'll see you in the next video.